Hey guys, what's going on? We got CH Knives. This just came in and they're doing a Kickstarter, okay? Doing a Kickstarter on the Duke. Duke. Well, let me tell you, Pilgrim, the bold design of Duke. And here's your parameters on this, okay? Overall length, blade length, that kind of thing. And you can get different styles. You can get the gray, you can get this green, you can get this crazy lightning stuff. But this is the green, which is really interesting. Check it out. What is that finish? Isn't that wild? And then you got the storm anode, titanium inserts in here. There's your backspacer. They did the Sultan and, several others on Kickstarter. And that's what this is. This is the Duke. And this is a front flipper. Hey, how crazy is that? And then also a top flipper. And then you have these thumb studs, discs, whatever, right here that are ambidextrous. So you can kick it open that way. It's got an M390 blade on it. Titanium pocket clip. Hardware looks nice. You got this little pivot surround going on. Looks like probably a captured pivot because there's no entrance there, but there is on the back. It's a frame lock over travel stop, hardened steel insert, ceramic bearings, jimping on your flipper tab areas, right? Even up front here, here. What if you could put a little tritium in there if you wanted? I don't know. I don't think it was the intention, though. I think it was just styling cues. But it's centered. Um, it feels bigger than that, doesn't it? It feels bigger than. Is that just 3-inch blade? Is that all that is? It's bigger than that. It's 3.3. What did they say here? Hold on. I guess I'm losing it. Doesn't it say 3.03? That's not actually correct, right? 7.5 overall length, which would indicate it would be longer than a 3-inch blade, because usually you end up with 7-inch with a 3-inch blade. So no, this is 3.3 inch. That's important, isn't it? 85 millimeter blade length. And normally it'd be about 77 if it was 3 inches, right? Yeah. So this is 7.5 overall length at 19 centimeters. Okay, so when I saw that, I'm going, hold on. I've been playing with this for a couple of days. This ain't no 3-inch blade. I just noticed what the stats said on the Kickstarter because I hadn't been looking at that. I've been looking at the knife. Okay. But it's drop shutty good, that's for sure. Maybe come get you drop shutty good. So you might want to be okay. I guess it's not gonna get me. But there it is. Boom. Let's go. Really easy to disengage this area because there is a height differential here. So bounce right there. Wow. And I haven't done anything to it yet. Yet, I'm gonna dig into this dog here. But what do you think? The design overall, you got a little bit of a kick here, almost a harpoonish kind of influence there. But you see where you come down, you go up. Now, is that for doing this? To where you can kind of slide up and get in this area? Maybe so. And while we're here, let's see if we got some paper that we could attack. Okay. Just kind of generally, yeah, that's a good factory edge. Okay, that's a good factory edge on that sucker. That's pretty sharp. And it comes in your CH Knives box. I've got a drawer full of these suckers. Well, I've got at least probably a dozen to 15 of them, I guess. Not a full drawer of them, but yeah, I got some. I have certain favorites that I like, but yeah, it's easy to front flip. That's pretty easy. And then this is right up front here, pull. So it's a light switch deal. Obviously, not a push button type, but light switch for sure. And then check out these. Okay, so I guess you could remove these if you wanted to. It looks like a number 6 you'd put in there to do that and take these off, but I don't um I don't want to cuz yeah, I like them. I like them there. That's fine. Yeah. It's easy to kick them and then reverse flick as well. Detent. Okay. Now, I'd say when you can't do it like this, the only way you can do it is by really slapping it like that. Then you've got all the detent you need. You don't want any more detent than that. And especially since you got a front flipper, but this does flick out pretty easy. That's surprising. It's not a hard stiff detent, but it's there. That's for sure, and it's all you want, considering that this is also a front flipper. Okay. But wow, that drops down. Now the blade kind of just disappears in this handle, doesn't it? Okay. So you got this and this right here. The Duke. I mean, Duke? That's interesting. It's an interesting name because, I'm sick and tired of all the art, references to ancient Sumerian gods or something that I can't pronounce, right? Duke. I can get that. And like when he did the Sultan, it was Sultan, and it was obviously a Persian influence on the blade and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, that's good. Wow. Yeah. In many times, CH Knives history, they've done like the 3504, the 3002, or the this. They're always numbers, right? But it's nice that they're doing the names because that gives it a little bit more personality, I think. So, no name there, just Duke. And of course, Chen Ping, who's the owner of CH Knives, he used to be with the Kaiser knife, group back in the day, though. I mean, before I ever opened my channel. So uh, it's been years that he's been doing them on his own. But this effect is really interesting, kind of a dark stonewashy green ano, and it kind of has an effect like it's like granite or that kind, like not metal almost. That's an interesting look to it. Is that, oh, that's just oil or something? No, that's something. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, centered, solid, CH knives. And you know what? As I've blithered on and on this Kickstarter project, note that if you want to get into this, where do they say this? Where do they say this? Crap! I didn't print that page out, but I believe that this is around $165 or $169 for these if you want to get in on them. So that's really inexpensive. Just say no, not here either. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's in. I thought I had printed it out, but I guess not. Or I didn't print that page. Whatever. But okay, so this is early in their Kickstarter program. And okay, M390 titanium storm ano. You can get full storm, if you want. How they're doing that. For at $170, That's not shabby. That's not bad. And it's not a tiny knife either. It's a full-size EDC for all practical purposes. You know, you can get all your fingers on there, and you got not quite a 3.5-inch blade, but you're not far off of that. Let's pop this sucker out and let's stay away from the inserts, because the inserts are a little bit above the level there. So let's get away from that. 0.43 at 11.1. If we get on top of those, if I can, okay, on both sides, then it's 11.8 at 0.46, okay? And if we just get the blade, it's 0.13, which would be 3.3 millimeter. And let's see if that holds true here. Yeah, 3.3 millimeter blade stock, okay? So, and it's got, it looks like a bead blast, doesn't it, on here? But the edge seems fine. As a factory edge, it feels sharp. This little notch is not like curved, it's kind of flattened. But then again, you've got, it's kind of an angular design. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's in keeping with that as well. And then, of course, no backspacer, but the two halves just come together to kind of make it look a bit like an integral. So if you are into CH knives, or if you've never had one before, you might want to check this out. Under 100 grams, 97 and some change, but 97 grams basically, 3.4 ounces. Pretty lightweight. And we'll get into this a little bit. It looks like they have done some weight relieving on the inside as well. Well, we're not coming in from the front, so we're going to come in from the back. And let's see. Oh, that was easy. That was easy. And there's your little surround. It does look like it's a captured pivot. I think I see a flat spot. Now we got number 8s. Hell yeah. Number 8's on the body. Breaks away. Whoa. That's a long screw. Except, yeah, it's coming through from the back. Another thing that I failed to point out, obviously, you don't see any hardware on the front, do you? It's all on the back. And is this a number 8? Yeah, this is a number 8 too. All right. And there she's going all the way through to the back. I mean, all the way from the back to the front. And let's pull this out. What do you think? Now you can take these inserts, and I think they show that to you on this Kickstarter thing when they do. They have an exploded view of it. You can unscrew that, and you can pop these inserts out, and that way you could anodize this however you wanted to. If you got the silver one, or if you wanted to shot blast this and start all over, you could do that. But you could take these inserts out to begin with if you wanted to. And then you got a hardened steel insert with ceramic detamp ball, and you've got a steel washer, and pull that out. And so you can see the flat spot here that captures the pivot. So you're good there. And there's your steel washer. And there's your lock side. And you can see that it's weight relieved around through here, and how this thing is machined, etc., to come together and make it look like an integral from that side. And what do we got here? We got ceramic bearings on the pivot, both sides, and weight relieved in here as well. And there's your inserts that are, held in with a screw, so you can take them out if you want. And this is just a little piece in here to locate on the two halves. But basically, And actually, that is your disassembly. What do you think? Duke, back to the Duke. And yeah, drop is nice, smooth, easy to take apart, put back together. And look at that. I mean, there's no screws in the front. So he just brought them from the back, and there's only two here. I mean, obviously the pivot, but these two pieces here hold it all together and make it a nice, clean look on the front. Check it out on Kickstarter. I like CH Knives. I like a lot of his designs. And I've been talking about CH Knives for over 7 years now. So I've tested the M390's real. The D2 is real. I've tested the different materials he's used for blade materials, and it's the real thing. It tests as stated. And Rockwell's, I can't quote them right now because I can't remember exactly because it's been years that we've tested them. But they would be in a spreadsheet below, and you can click on that spreadsheet that I'll put down here. I'll remind myself to put the link to the spreadsheet, and you can look up CH Knives, and then you can look at the various Rockwell hardnesses as well. CH Knives, and for the price, I mean, so much stuff is out there at $350, $400, $500, whatever. I mean, to get this in $169, I think you're in good shape. And we do love them knives. So you guys stay sharp.